Well, hey YouTube, welcome back to my ham radio journey. I am Whiskey 3 Charlie Tango, W3CT, your good old friend Jack. Today I happen to be up here in the Jack Shack because we are using the G90, and I'm going to explain to you and explain to you first on what split is, split operations on HF, and then I'm going to show you how to do split on the G90, which is a fantastic radio. And yes, you can do DX also with the G90. So let's get started right after this. Okay guys, so as you see behind me, I hope you can see it here, and you'll see it close up in just a few seconds or a few minutes. Let's first talk a little bit about split. So years ago, I had a Kenwood, I think it was a TS820, and it didn't do split because it needed a secondary VFO. On that particular radio, it was an older model, and I didn't have the secondary VFO box for it. So I was always let out of the DXpeditions because most DXpeditions will operate split. So what is split? Split is just simply saying that the DXpedition or the DXer is listening to one frequency and they're transmitting on another one. All right. Now what they don't want you to do, they don't want you transmitting on their transmit frequency because they're trying to work stations and they're listening on a different frequency. Usually that is 1 megahertz or sometimes 1 kilohertz up. Okay. So a lot of times when they're sending, they'll send up, especially on CW, you'll hear up, 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 UP. And the other day I heard that, but I didn't in my head know really how far up. Is he 5 up? Is he 1 up? Is he 2 up? So I did find that if you go to the DX cluster, most times someone will put the up frequency for you. So you have two pieces of information. Think of your 2-meter repeater systems. Okay, 2 meters basically works the same way. You're transmitting on one when you key up your microphone, and you can see the split on the frequencies. And when you leave go, it actually listens on the other frequency. Okay, that way the people out there listening to the 2-meter repeater can always hear something and somebody's not transmitting on the received frequency. So it's split. HF works the same way, guys. So, but you say you have a G90, you go, Jack, I can't work DX. I got this little G90 with 20 watts. You can work DX, and you can try to get these DXpeditions out there. There's a lot of them out there, and they're always posting. I always get posts and spots on the DX cluster pages for these different DXpeditions out there. They're fun to work. Now, on CW, and I'm sure on sideband, will there be a pile-up? Yeah, there will be a pile-up because everybody is trying to work that small island or that small nation or wherever these men and women go set up and operate. But today what I thought I would show you is, since a lot of people have the G90, it's a fantastic radio. The price is right. I would suggest if you buy one of these, don't buy it on Amazon. Buy it on Radioddity. And you know what? I'll put a link in this description below for Radioddity. Okay, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and talk about the G90, and I'm going to show you how to operate split. It's very easy. I would recommend, and to tell you the truth, the buttons are small, so I do have to wear my spectacles here to see the buttons. But I'm going to show you where the buttons are and how to operate split and put the radio into split mode. So I'll be transmitting on one frequency, but listening on the other. So let's go ahead and get started and get you over to the radio. Okay, guys, so obviously we're at the G90, okay? So to operate split, let's talk first about normal operations, okay? Normal operations, I wish I could get this camera down more here, but I really can't get it down. It doesn't want to go down any further, so hopefully you can see us okay. So normal operations is you're using the one VFO, okay? So we're transmitting and receiving on the same frequency, okay, 14029. So when I key up, okay, when I key up, I'm keying up on that frequency. So if the DX station is transmitting on 14029 and we're listening to him there, but he's saying up, he wants you to go up, okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to set this other VFO, the one here below, can you see this? It's set to 14033, okay? So over here, there's a AB switch. Again, like I said, I need a little bit of light on this thing. The only thing I wish they would actually do here is, let's see here. Yeah. So AB switch will switch your VFO back and forth, okay? So we're going to switch this. Watch what happens here. Okay, you see where the 3.3 came up on top now, okay? So we're going to adjust that to 1 up. Sounds like somebody might be there. Let's go back. Okay, we're going to try to go from 25, and we're going to go 1 up from 25, okay? I just want to make sure the frequencies are clear. 26 also seems clear, okay? So anyway, your DX station is transmitting on 14.025. And you're using the Xiegu G90, you're like, man, I know I see 2 VSOs. I know I can split this somehow. Let's show you how easy it is to do split, okay? So we're going to go to the other VFO. So I hit the AB switch. Now we're going to go up. So we're going to go up to 26, okay? That's going to be our transmitting frequency. Hit it again, and you're going to have 25 you're listening on. 26 we're going to split to. There's a button down here that says SPL. Now, if you push it, it's going to actually operate your AGC. What we have to do here is hit the function button first, okay? And if you watch right on the side here, hit the split button, and you'll see a little split, okay? Up and down arrow there, okay? You can now shut that off. But now if you watch, when I transmit, the 026 will be transmitting, and we're not going to be walking on his transmit frequency. Okay, let's try this. See? Okay, you see how the 26 came up on top to transmit? And then when we're done transmitting, it flips back down and we're listening to him again on 25. Okay, it's just that easy. Again, let's go through the steps one more time. So I'm going to shut the split off. Okay, let's find another frequency. Okay, let's say your DX station is on 14019. He's transmitting. He says up, up, up. Okay, make sure 20 is clear. Okay, I'm going to test this frequency. Okay, so he's saying up, so you don't want your he's not going to hear you if you're transmitting there. He's not, because he's listening up. Okay, again, hit the AB switch here on there. See if you can see where I'm pointing. Right here, the last button on the top here. Hit that. Take us to 20. Okay, hit it again. Okay, so we know it's on the bottom. Bottom is transmitting, top is receiving. Hit function. Hit the split button. Okay, you can leave the function light on, it will go off, but I shut it off. Okay, now let's watch. I'll be transmitting on 20 and listening on 19. You ready? Here we go. And then he'll send up. He'll send. Okay, so he'll send up. And again, to get this exact frequency where he's at, check out the DX clusters and you should see it on there. Okay, we should be okay and be able to see it on there. So hopefully that shows you how to use the G90. Make sure when you're done though to get out of here, because a lot of guys I hear they leave us accidentally set up, or they accidentally turned it on, and they're transmitting not, they're doing a POTA and they're transmitting on the wrong frequency. So I'm going to shut it back off. Okay, that way I know I'm clear. And now I'm just using my one VFO. Watch it. It will no longer change here. So now you're transmitting and listening on the same frequency. All right, I hope you got some use out of that video there. All right, let's close this video out. Okay guys, so I hope you found this video useful if you have a G90, or if you're thinking about buying a G90 and you hear all the rumors out there where, one, it's not a good first radio, it's a great first radio. Think about ham radios, any other hobby you've been into. I have a guitar sitting over there on the floor that I played maybe, like I've learned like one riff, like one thing that was AC/DC, you know, was it Back in Black? Don't, you know, anyway. And I put it to the corner and I haven't touched it again. So ham radio is the same kind of hobby, guys. You may get into this hobby and go, yeah, you know, I thought it was cool, but I don't like it. We hope you stay. We hope if you get into this hobby that you stay. Folks out there, we definitely need younger people in the hobby. And what I mean by that is I love the veterans out there. I love talking to them all the time. I'm a veteran. Heck, I'm 61. I won't be around, you know, forever. We need young people to keep the bands, keep the hobby moving forward. I think that's a positive thing. And with POTAs and SOTAs and worldwide for faunas and all this stuff, I just heard the other day there's ships on the air or boats on the air. There's all kinds of stuff you can get involved with, and it's a lot of fun. It is. So, but I hope this video helped you out. And guys, if you're not subscribed, why not? Smash that subscribe button. I love to keep you around here. Also, give the video a big thumbs up. I never know when I'm going to record. I just came out with this today because I operated DXpedition, like I said, about 2 weeks ago, and he was operating up, and it took me a little while to figure out how to get the ICOM 7300 to split. So, but it's a great way to get those long distance DXpeditions in the logbook, is to know how to operate split. And the G90 is a very capable radio of doing that, okay? Will you be competing against people out there with more power? You're always competing with people out there with more power. I don't have a linear amplifier. A lot of people have linear amplifiers. I believe on 100 watts. Now, what a linear will do for you, though, we can talk about that another time, is allow you to break the pileups a lot easier and get in. So if you're one of these people where you're, actually, if you watch Callan from DX Commander, he'll tell you that he's a very impatient person. He just wants a breakthrough and get in and get out, right? But if you're one of those people like me that don't mind sitting around listening and sending your call sign a couple times and finally picking up that rare station, then you really don't need it. If you can hear them, you can work them with 20 watts or 100 watts. Guys, again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the videos. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. I would truly appreciate that. I understand on mobile devices there's something new on there where you can hit like to, you know, applaud the video or something. If you're watching on mobile, guys, do that. That would be fantastic. I appreciate that. This is my ham radio journey. I am Whiskey 3 Charlie Tango, W3CT, your good old friend Jack, up here in the Jack Shack with my G90. I'm going to sit there and play for a little bit. I just worked my buddy Bill. He was out at US 1409, my home park, Raccoon State Park. I was planning on going out there today. I still may. I don't know what time it is. But I did want to record this video for you guys. I thought it was pretty important to have the understanding of the G90. And once I come up with more ideas for G90 and what you need to know, I'll share those with you. If you want to know anything, please put in the comments below. Say, Jack, I have a G90 or I'm thinking about buying one, and I don't know if it will do this or that. And I will explain that in the next video. Take care, everybody. 73s, I hope to work you on the airways. Take care, and bye for now.